'78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty ldbc Lions Den boxing community. For those who don't know, now you know. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe, also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. If you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. All right, let's get down to the business. So Terence Bud Crawford has agreed to face Earl Spence Jr. in a rematch at 154 pounds. That's some quick negotiation right there. All right. And that's a good thing because I think that he proved that he was the better man at 147. Earl Spence feels like he can do a better job at 154. And now Earl Spence has an opportunity to prove that he can do better at 154. And Crawford has the opportunity to get acclimated to 154. If he beats Spence at 154, he can be lining himself up for a potential Jermell Charlo fight to become 3-time undisputed, which would be just ridiculous. I mean, just absolutely absurd. You know what I'm saying? If he able to pull that off, you know what I mean? Because now we're talking about one of the greatest. I mean, he's already one of the greatest pound fighters, but now you're talking about it's getting real dangerously close to. I mean, can you really justify if he beat Jermell Charlo and becomes a 3-division undisputed champion? Now it's going to be hard to justify having a bunch of dudes you never seen fight before and over Terence Crawford, who you've seen his whole career. It's going to be very hard to do so, okay? Out of all due respect for the sport, the history of the sport of boxing, it's going to be hard to justify that, you know what I mean? Now, so I'm looking forward to the rematch to see what happens here. I know some people feel like, Earl shouldn't take the rematch and stuff like that because he got beaten so soundly, but, you know what I'm saying, I respect Earl. Earl Spence is a warrior. He's a warrior. He won his get back. You know what I'm saying? He took this fight when he didn't have to. He took the fight, so now he wants his get back, right? So I understand that completely. You know what I'm saying? On why he's a man, he got a family, he got pride, all of that stuff, right? This man's not gonna just walk away and say no, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna do it. You know what I mean? He built different, which is why I support Earl Spence, which is why I'm a fan of Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? Now, I want to say something else too. I want to talk about this. Listen, bro, it's a lot of whining going on this YouTube, Instagram too. You know what I'm saying? I have to block several people on Instagram and on YouTube. Listen, I have been more than fair to Terence Crawford, especially given the circumstances that I have personal with Terence Crawford, which none of you know about. And I appreciate if you stop talking as if you do know. Because if you did know, you would understand my position clearly. However, I've been more than fair to Terence Crawford given the circumstances. The man has been my pound for pound number one fighter for over 5 years or however long it's been. It might be longer than 5 years. Never moved him. Never let my personal issues with Crawford take him off my pound for pound list and treat him some type of way. Never did that once. Terence Crawford fans, as long as they was respectful to me, have always been welcome on my channel. I've had Terence Crawford co-host on my page where they just talking greasy as much as they want to. Terence Crawford fans ain't got blocked on my page. And when I say Terence Crawford fans, I'm talking about people who pick Crawford to beat Spence, right? Because I'm not going to say Terence Crawford fans because we're all Terence Crawford fans when we talk about boxing. But the people who chose to pick Crawford over Spence were always welcome in my chat. But now I'm seeing a lot of crying and whining from the Crawford side of things, right? Some of these guys, not the people I mess with, not them, but it's these weirdos who I've never seen before popping up. I don't know if these are ghost accounts or what, right? Or if somebody feeling some type of way and they're afraid to use their real account and say how they want to say what they got to say afraid I'm gonna thrash him or something like that. I don't know what it is, but these weirdos popping up. Oh, 78. Oh, you talked all that about Crawford. Oh, you disrespect Crawford. Oh, man. And now you want to come on here and change your tune. Oh, 78 said this about Crawford. You said he was going to lose. Oh, now you want to be all humble. Oh, 78. Oh, you said Crawford had his eye tissue, his scar tissue was going to open up. Oh, now you want to say he the best pound for pound. Now, see, this is what I want to understand. Would you rather me come on here and lie and say that, no, I ain't giving Crawford no props. Yeah, he beat Spence, I ain't giving him no props. That's what you want me to do because you want to continue to argue. Just like a woman, that's what a lot of you dudes is built that way. I don't care how old you is, a lot of you dudes is built like broads. You understand? You know how it is when you get into it with your girl, she might be right. You know what, baby? You're right. Yeah, I was wrong for that. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Give a kiss on the cheek. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. You know, they ain't gonna do that no more. She can't let it go. What she do? Follow you around the house. But I don't understand. Why can't you just listen to me the first time? But I don't understand this. You're like, yeah, baby, you're right. You're right. Just forget about it. Well, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I want to talk about this some more. What you want to talk about some more? I've already conceded that you were right. I was wrong. What more do you want to talk about? That's how you dudes act. You do still are in the chat arguing about the negotiation between Spence and Crawford. The fight is over. You won. You won. What are you arguing about? What do you want to argue about now? You dudes need to grow up, take your victory lap, talk your trash, but don't listen, bro. Don't come around here acting like you want to keep arguing about some mess. It's nothing else to argue about. Terence Crawford is the better fighter. And it's another thing we're going to talk about. One thing about 78 Sports TV. I talk a lot. I talk a lot of smack. But one thing about 78 Sports TV, when that bell go ding, ding, that final bell go ding, ding, before they even read the scorecards, guess who live with my post-fight reaction? Win, lose, or draw. Guess who here to give you my reaction? Whether I got to eat crow, whether I'm going to take my victory lap. Guess who here? Tell me I'm lying. My video's still up. A lot of y'all dudes, y'all come on here talking all this jazzy talk, but y'all so insecure you delete your videos every 4 or 5 days. You deleting videos. You ashamed of what you were saying, but then want to come up here and when you get a W, you want to come on here talking greasy. My videos are still up. All 4,000 of them. You can go back and check my track record. It ain't no bigger Deontay Wilder fan on the internet than me. And every time he lost, guess who was here? Front and center, like a soldier. You understand? 78 Sports TV. I back Earl Spence. He lost. Guess who was here? Front and center, right away. 78 Sports TV. You understand? Guillermo Rigondeaux. I backed him to the fullest, to the utmost. I said he was going to dog Lomachenko. Guillermo Rigondeaux going to dog Loma. His skills going to pay the bills. The man moved up 2 weight classes, challenged himself to fight Lomachenko, and got annihilated. Guess who was here front and center 5 minutes after the fight? Tears and all. Stomach hurting. 78 Sports TV. So y'all can miss me with all this, you know what I'm saying, like you want me to come out here lying just because you want me to be a hypocrite or you want me to be some fraud. Now, I know you hate that I'm real. You know what I'm saying? I know you hate it, but it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it but deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford is the dude at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still riding with Earl Spence. And when they had the rematch, I'm riding with Earl Spence again. I don't know what you think this is. And I respect Terence Crawford for what he do. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't built the same. That's cool. I understand that. I had to learn that on this internet that, you know what I'm saying, I got to stop holding people to the standards or to the moral code or creed that I grew up on, I gotta stop holding these other dudes that I don't know to that standard. Because these dudes on this internet that come on here, say something one day, and then have some mental issue going on and change their mind, just do a whole flip flop the next day, then flip back to what they said at the beginning, then flip back to something. Man, get out of there. Anybody got time for that, bro? I'm a rider, homie. And I'm a ride for mine. If I mess with you, I mess with you. See what I'm saying? I support young Devin Haney. You know? I support the guys who on a mission to be undisputed and prove that they are the best. Terence Crawford right now wants to fight Jermell Charlo after Earl Spence. He wants to prove he's the best. I support that. But Terence Crawford was at 140 trying to become undisputed. Who supported that? It was the mighty ldbc. I didn't see none of you dudes running around here calling up the IBF and Daryl Peoples saying, Mr. Peoples, could you please allow Terence Crawford to fight Julius Ndongo for undisputed instead of having dude fight Sergey Lipinets. I don't recall none of you dudes there for any of that work we was doing. See what I'm saying? So y'all can miss me with all this crybaby stuff, acting like a female. I'm not gonna argue with none of you dudes, right? The ones who was real, like the real drink more water. That's a real Crawford fan. Who the other brother? Charlie Woonby. It's a real Crawford fan. My brother Southside Boxing 601. Real Crawford fan. Woolbag. A few others. It's real Crawford fans who was here every day arguing for their guy over Earl Spence. And I respect that. I don't respect you dudes who you can't deal with somebody having a different opinion, so you run off to a hater channel, hiding in the hater channel comments. Then after the fight, want to come to my page, man, beat it. Get up out of here. You should have stayed where you was over. You was over here. Should have stayed over here, held down your dude. There's people in my chat right now that's been here for years that still believe AJ's going to beat Wilder because AJ's their guy. And I respect those dudes who hold the line for their fighter. You understand? Not get intimidated because they're the minority and run off. And, oh, man, those guys are fanboys. They're just fanboys. They're just fanboys. I'm tired of this pompous, elitist attitude that dudes come on here with about somebody being fanboys because they ride hard for a fighter when you dudes are... See, some of y'all can't smell your own doo-doo. It's unbelievable. Y'all throw these terms out here like fanboys. Y'all throw it out there and try to act like you above that. But the only one huffing and puffing and screaming, whining, deleting their videos, sneaking around doing whatever y'all doing on this internet, it's you guys. If it wasn't for fanboys, as y'all call them, these guys ain't finna sell no millions of pay-per-views. You got hardcore boxing fans, you got extreme fans of a certain fighter. That's always going to be there. That's a part of boxing. Sometimes they get irritating, sure, but that's just depending upon who you like and who you don't like. See what I'm saying? Fanboys of Terence Crawford and Earl Spence were necessary for this situation because it helped them, these dudes, make a lot of money tonight. Okay? They made a lot of money. Well, not tonight, but you know what I'm talking about. So, congratulations to Crawford. Congratulations to Earl Spence, too. Salute to him for taking it on the chin like a straight G. You know what I'm saying? He took his beating and he didn't quit. He took his shots. He went to the post-fight press conference. Many fighters in his position would have went to the ambulance, went to the hospital, and skipped the post-fight press conference. We've seen that several times. Anybody who gotten hurt the way he got hurt, he came to the post-fight press conference to address it. He manned up. You got to respect that. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect that. So, Earl Spence is still one of the greatest welterweights of his era. The only person better is Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? That's what it's looking like. That's the position that these great men have put themselves in. You know what I mean? And shout out to Bo Mack, who proved he's a very underrated coach. Him and the rest of the team. And Bo Mack proved that it don't matter how many Cheetos or Big Macs he eat. They put together a lethal game plan for Earl Spence Jr. and worked it to perfection. See what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So going forward in this great sport of boxing, you got all these arguments we got. Okay, somebody gonna be right, somebody gonna be wrong, and that's what you do is you need to understand. When we doing these predictions, a lot of y'all are afraid to be wrong because you're afraid of being trolled. You're afraid of somebody messing with you, bro. I don't care about none of that. See what I'm saying? I can care less about being trolled because I got the power to just block somebody if they get disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind somebody coming over saying, I was right, you was wrong. Ha, ha, ha. You know what I'm saying? That don't bother me, you know what I'm saying? You know, but disrespectful stuff does, and I just block them. You know what I mean? But when the trolls come looking for you, when the first thing on their mind after a fight is you, then they watching you, and that means you're relevant in the sport of boxing. Because I ain't thinking about none of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about none of them. So, these dudes come looking for me, leaving these weird comments and this and that. And one of these dudes, like I said, one of the dudes who left a weird comment, dude, you be deleting videos every other day. What are you talking about? You can't say nothing to me. My videos are still up here. All my predictions. You all insecure about your predictions, deleting the videos, but then want to leave crazy comments. Man, get up out of here, dude. Nobody got time for that mess. But like I said, going forward, you got Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Tank Davis. There's a lot of politics involved with that. You know what I'm saying? But understand, we're not going to know who the best is until they fight each other. Everybody can have their own opinion. There's a lot of fans of certain fighters who you don't want to see your guy fight the best. You don't. You want to see him fight. You want to see. Look, this is the funny part. Okay? You don't want to see your guy fight the best. You want to see the guy who everybody thinks can beat your guy. You want to see him lose to somebody else. That's weak. It's corny. You should want to see the best. We wanted to see Earl Spence versus Terence Crawford because we want to know who the best is. Right? I thought that was going to be Earl Spence. It wasn't. It was Terence Crawford. So now, Devin Haney going to fight Regis Prograis. Instead of people cheering for that, saying, wow, this young man is undisputed at 135 and now moving up, and he fighting Regis at 140. He ain't even taking no soft touch. Instead of people praising it, they talking to not, oh man, why he ducking Shakur? Okay, let's just get this out the way. Shakur, you're not fighting Devin Haney. He moved up. What are you still whining about? This is what I mean, whining. Want to rehash old argument? It's over. You're not fighting Devin Haney. So what are you gonna do now at 135? Devin Haney's not even with Top Rank no more. When the man was with Top Rank and he asked for an extension to fight you, your promoter wouldn't give him one. So what is he supposed to do? He offered you a 25% split in order to sacrifice his weight and body and come back down to 135. You said no. You didn't want to take 25% for the shot at Undisputed and a drained Devin Haney. You wanted 50-50. You didn't want to negotiate and say, oh, give me 35%. You said, no, I want 50-50 or nothing. So what are you still contacting Devin Haney on social media for, Shakur? For what reason? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Why don't you try to make a fight with Lomachenko? Contact Bob Arum and Jay Prince and tell them, you know, okay, I'm not getting the Devin Haney fight, so let's get Lomachenko. Let's get Gervonta Tank Davis. It's cap match. Shakur Stevenson, what he's doing right now is trying to trick people. He's talking about something that he know ain't gonna happen. I kept trying to tell y'all this. He's talking about a fight that he knows not. He know he's not fighting Devin Haney. He knew that. He been knew that for months. He's not fighting Devin Haney. But yet and still, he wants to keep this thing going because he's trying to build a Crawford Spence situation. He wants us to be on the internet arguing about it for 5 years, so at the end of the rainbow, it's this big pot of gold. That's cool and everything, bro, but you got to pay me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not these other dudes. You got to pay me. If you want me to work, be running some hustle for 5 years and help build this thing up, cool. Pay me. You know what I'm saying? What is we talking about here? I'm not, bro. I didn't watch this story play out too many times. We built the Wilder Joshua saga. That's finally finna happen now. We built basically built the Mayweather Pacquiao saga. I'm not talking about the LDBC. I'm just talking about people on the internet in general. Right, buying all them pay-per-views. Right, we built Crawford versus Spence. The mighty LDBC did. Like what? Bro, I'm not. Listen, you want us to build Shakur? You want us to build Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson to be a big fight in the future, right? Cool, I'm all for it, but you gotta pay me. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that's just fair. That's just business. Ain't nobody finna keep reporting all your cap every other day. Shakur Stevenson says this. Shakur Stevenson says that. Shakur does this. I'm not finna do it. No, because you know the fight ain't happening. You playing games. So at the end of the day, we're not gonna know who the best fighter is amongst these guys until they all fight each other. I believe Devin Haney's the best. That's the guy who I support. I like Gervonta Tank Davis a lot. He's a knockout artist. I used to like Shakur a lot. I was a huge Shakur Stevenson fan until he started this capping, bro. Like, come on, bro. I can't, man, just stop it, bro. What is you doing? You know what time it is. Jealousy, envy, hating on your homeboy stuff. I don't respect that kind of behavior from men. It's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You start condoning that kind of stuff and justifying it and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, it sounds good until you're the victim of it. Until you're on the receiving end of betrayal. You know what I'm saying? And I know all about betrayal. I know all about snakes in the grass and stuff like that. You know what I mean? People sitting up there next to you, learning from you, but they secretly envious of you. They hate the fact that you respect it. You know, why people respect him? What about me? I'm better than him. And they try to learn what you're doing and try to sabotage your livelihood and sabotage your reputation and all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Weirdo. But that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, you know, going back to Terence Crawford and Earl Spence, you know what I mean? I told everybody, I was the first one on here telling people that this thing was gonna get ugly amongst the fans. I knew it was. You know what I'm saying? So I asked people to just be cool about it. Those videos are still up. And the people who mess with me, who in my chat every day on my live streams, know this. But the people who come in and out, you know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all doing with y'all life, I don't know. But don't come over here making arguments about stuff you don't know what you're talking about. Now you said this about Bud, and now you being humble. Oh, you said this and this and that, and now you want to give him props. Think about how ridiculous that sounds. The man just won. He just beat Earl Spence. What? See what I'm saying? This is further proof that these people do not want clarity in a situation. They don't want the best fighting the best. They want to win internet arguments. That's what they want to do. I've been telling you that for years. These dudes want to win internet arguments, period. You know what I'm saying? I come on here every day talking this boxing. Ain't never left. Ain't never took no weird hiatus and came back. None of that stuff. I've been right here talking boxing. Right? If you ain't been here, don't come trying to lecture me about who you think I am, because you ain't qualified to talk about it. Don't come over and tell me, oh, you said this, you said that. These dudes are ridiculous. Now, when I get a prediction right, like most of the time, you dudes don't be in my chat. You don't be in my chat coming around talking about, oh, 78 shot to you, man. You was right. Yeah, you called that fight, blah, blah, blah. Never. You wait until the one, just like the with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder went on a 5-year reign of terror. The LDBC had his back. We was rooting for him. You know what I'm saying? For longer than that, actually, but for 5 years, for sure. You know what I'm saying? We was rocking with him as a group, I should say. I was rocking with Wilder since 2013, but as a group, since about 2015, we was rocking with him. And every victory he had was celebrated. We picked him to win. We celebrated it. You know what I'm saying? For the most of the LDBC. You know what I'm saying? Because the LDBC is not a monolithic group, but most of us was riding with Deontay Wilder, right? So I don't remember the trolls coming over here giving us props every time Wilder won. But you know what they did? They waited for one loss, and they came out the woodworks. Just came out of their little caves and mud pools, like on Lord of the Rings. The little things that came out the ground. That's how the trolls just came out everywhere, swarming. Weirdo dudes switching sides. You know what I'm saying? Switched on Wilder. Because they scared of that smoke. That's what a lot of these dudes do. They scared of standing tall, standing firm. You know what I mean? They're afraid of a few negative comments. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know what the block button is. But you know, a lot of these channels, they're afraid to block people anyway, though, because they're afraid that they're gonna lose subscribers and they're gonna have enough interaction for them. You know, so they'll have anybody on their channel. They don't care if the dude racist or not. They don't care. It's dudes out here I seen some video the other day. Some dude, it's an older video. Some dude was running right here calling people the N-word. I mean, you know, just blatantly. And this same dude be on people panels and stuff. Black folks be talking to this dude. Man, it ain't that much boxing in the world. I'm finna sit down and talk to a stone cold racist just for the sake of talking to somebody about boxing. Another thing I want to address is the Earl Spence Jr. turncoats. There's a lot of Earl Spence Jr. turncoats out here right now. It's not as much as what happened with Wilder, but it is definitely a lot of them. A lot of people trying to save face. A lot of people who's riding hard for EJ over Bud. Then all of a sudden, he loses in embarrassing fashion, and it was embarrassing fashion. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know, but he loses in embarrassing fashion. Don't even look like himself. Gets totally obliterated, and now dudes want to, you know, they want to save themselves. So now they going in on EJ. You know what I'm saying? Making fun of him, talking about how he looked and how he looked in the ring and what his face looked like and this and that. They think if they insult him, then that's gonna save them from the wrath of the trolls, but it's not, bro. All it does is just make you look like a sellout. That's all it does. Make you look like a sellout. You know what I mean? You dudes gotta have more pride than that, man. More self-discipline. And Crawford fans shouldn't want nothing to do with you. To be honest with you, Crawford side shouldn't want nothing to do with you. If they know you was a hardcore Earl Spence fan, and now all of a sudden you switched out on Earl, Crawford fans should close the door in your face. That's what they should do. It's disgusting. You know what I mean? Like I said, I feel bad for Earl. I feel bad for him because of the way he lost. Not because he lost, but the way he lost. He didn't get a chance to do none of the stuff he wanted to do. He just looked horrible. It just wasn't a Earl Spence performance, right? And nobody, upon nobody, not if you were Earl Spence fan, not if you were a Terence Crawford fan, no matter who you picked, it ain't a person on this planet, not even Terence Crawford, that thought it was going to be that easy. Nobody thought that Terence Crawford was going to dog Earl Spence like that. Earl don't hurt Bud not one time in the fight. Bud can take Earl Spence's shots, but he can't take Mean Machine shots. He can't take Gamboa shots, but he taking all Earl Spence power shots and I mean, in fairness, Earl didn't land nothing clean on him, but still, nobody would have predicted that, right? You might have predicted Crawford to win by knockout in a good fight, but ain't nobody picked no washing like this, no domination. This looked like Floyd Mayweather versus Arturo Gatti. It was that one sided. You know what I'm saying? Nobody predicted that. None of you. All right. So let's just be real about the situation. You know what I mean? So I felt bad for Earl after the fight because, I'm like, man, dude, a loss would have been cool had it been competitive and Terence Crawford just was the better man at the end. You know what I'm saying? It's like I say, like Wilder Fury 3. Wilder Fury 3, I was very proud. So proud of Deontay Wilder. I was one of the proudest days of my boxing life. You know what I'm saying? Because the dude who I back, the dude who I support, he might have lost the fight, but man, dog. Straight dog. Game to the core. And I was proud. You know what I'm saying? I walked around my head held high. I came on here and proudly did my post-fight video. No problemo. You know what I'm saying? Now I was, you sad the champ didn't get a chance to get his get back, but he definitely fought like a lion. You know what I'm saying? A warrior. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But yeah, I just want to come on here and build on that real quick, man. Make sure y'all tune in at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time or 10 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time for my morning live stream I'll be doing with Ashley's Corner, talking about getting her opinion and her thoughts on the fight, recapping the fight and everything like that. But I go live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on the Trio Time, you dig? You know what I mean? Right after Drew Titan. I go live, and throughout the day, on a good day, I upload several videos like this throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button on everything you watch. Share the video. Turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new one. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty ldbc. And you know what? That's another thing. Well, let me say something else too. I was watching BFTB channel one day. Some dude come on the panel and say, "Oh, you're not one of them LDBC dudes, are you?" BFTB said, "Yeah, I'm LDBC. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, LDBC?" So, "Oh man, I heard that this is how ignorant this is. This dude don't even know what he talking about. Oh man, I heard that the LDBC, they just started riding. They jumped on the Devin Haney bandwagon when he became undisputed and stuff. Like what? This is what I'm saying, bro. People don't even be knowing what they talking about, bro. I had another dude tell me, "Oh, what you representing the LDBC for? Why you got stop saying shout out to the LDBC?" This a dude in my comments, right? Troll. Stop saying shout out to the LDBC. Them guys don't even claim you. Them guys don't claim you. It's just unbelievable. Oh, if you're a real man, you can stand on your own. See, this is further proof the trolls are ignorant. They don't know nothing. They don't know what they be talking about. They don't even know who they be listening to. I'm 78 Sports TV, the general creator of the mighty ldbc. You understand? I created it. So what are you talking about? Those little tactics The COINTELPRO tactics don't work on me. They work on the maybe some weak links in the armor, but not me. You understand? Take it somewhere else. So look, for all y'all that's listening to this, if you don't know, you're not familiar with the Lions Den boxing community, don't listen to no trolls. Don't listen to no haters about who we are and what we believe and none of that. You got a question, then you ask somebody that's in the LDBC. You ask myself, the creator. You don't go around listening to these comments, all these troll accounts that be in the chats. Like every time PBC or Showtime or any boxing event do a live stream on YouTube, you have these fake accounts in there talking about, yeah, shout out to the LDBC. And then they say a bunch of racist, crazy stuff in the chat, right? Trying to muddy up our name. That's what they do, right? So if you fall for that, that's on you, man. Anybody got time for this nonsense? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash the like button. I'm about to hit though. Deuces.